We are glad to be here. It's a joy to be with you worshiping today. And we're grateful for the opportunity to share just a little bit about who we are and what we're doing. We don't have very much time, so this is not meant to be, a nice, robust rundown of everything involved with Gain. It's more of a, hi, here's who we are, here's what we're doing, and we hope to intrigue you enough that you want to talk to us more. So that's the idea, so please be intrigued, know that going in. Like Dana said, so my name is Genevieve Hunt. I know her as Genevieve. A lot of you know her as Jenny Linden. The Lindens have been in Shepherd Gate from the beginning, I think, right? Yeah, you can quote me on that. Been here from the beginning. And we met as students at JMU. We've been married for 5 years, and yeah, a little guy on the way here now. I have been with Crew's campus ministry, so formerly Campus Crusade for Christ. I've been with their campus ministry for about almost 7 years. And first at the University of Maryland, and then the University of Idaho, and then my wife is a pediatric nurse. And in September, we did join staff with GAIN. So it's Global Aid Network, GAIN for short, and it's Crew's humanitarian organization. Our mission statement, I think we have a slide up there, yep, that's really nice. Our mission statement is that we express the love of Jesus in the toughest places on earth by relieving suffering, restoring dignity, and revealing hope. So just think holistic, spiritual, and physical care for poor and destitute people all around the world. And I'll say in the beginning, I don't know how the term humanitarian aid strikes you. There's probably a variety of responses, and to be honest, we come from kind of opposite ends of the spectrum on it. Whereas Genevieve, this is the reason she went into nursing in the first place, was to do this type of work. It's what she's always wanted to do. I, on the other hand, never envisioned myself here working for a humanitarian aid organization. I'm naturally suspicious of humanitarian aid, but I feel so blessed that the Lord has called us into this together, and we can tell you more if you will be with us later. Part of it for me is that humanitarian aid was always a little out of sight, out of mind, and in a lot of ways it was an awareness thing, and I have become more and more aware of just the incredible needs that exist around the world. Just to highlight a couple of those real fast. The one in the news all the time is the refugee crisis. We hear about Syria and Iraq and Jordan and Lebanon. The reality is that there are refugees and internally displaced peoples all around the world, tens of millions. Over here we tend to talk about the political side of it, and that's true, but politics aside, the reality is that there are tens of millions of people just very much like you and me who have been displaced from their homes, who don't have anything, they've lost loved ones, and really are in desperate situations. Water, leading cause of death among children, and then hunger. This one just blows my mind. 6 million children under the age of 5 dying every year because they don't have enough adequate nutrition. I don't even know how to wrap my mind around that. And then ultimately, beyond the physical suffering, is the reality that millions of people have never heard a chance to hear the gospel.
So yeah, just to explain what we think sets GAIN apart and what we're so excited about working with them. So GAIN partners with indigenous Crew staff and like-minded organizations around the world. So they are geared not just towards relief, which we do relief work, but so much of the work is geared towards long-term sustainable development, and that's from both a physical standpoint as well as a spiritual standpoint. So yeah, I don't know how many people are familiar with the concept of when helping hurts, but in work like this, it's something to be sensitive of and mindful of. And so what we're so excited about is working with these partners, we're able to kind of have an insider's perspective into the unique needs of each community and then work alongside them and the other members of the community to reach our long-term goals. So I don't know how many people, so the whole concept of one helping hurts is that it creates a hands-out mentality and a helplessness that we don't want to create. We want to work with these partners to empower and resource and really mobilize them to make the changes and create a better future for them and their children. So, and then of course, everything that we do, all of this aid, all of the help, the whole goal is for the spread of the gospel. It's for people to hear Christ. So we always follow up with gospel presentations, the Jesus film, Bible distributions. We're often working with Christians, so it gives so much credibility to the local churches. It can also create a sustainable gospel presence.
Yeah, and the partnership element of the work is absolutely crucial because physically and spiritually, you can be there, you can offer a little bit of help for today, but is there going to be hope for tomorrow? And who's going to stick with these people long term from a physical standpoint and a spiritual standpoint? And so everything we do, geared toward the spread of the gospel and sustainability. So we'll be based in Plano, Texas, and we'll travel internationally from there. There's so much more that we would love to share that we don't have time to do today. We brought these flyers with us. We're going to be set up in the back on one of those red tables, or tables covered with red, I guess. Please come talk to us afterward. If you know you're interested in hearing more about what we're doing, please come talk to us. And I should have said too, I don't think I mentioned. So the reality is that crew staff, like a lot of missions organizations, we are responsible for developing a team of financial partners. And so that is what we're doing right now. That's why we're in Virginia right now. And so that, let the cat out of the bag. That's the reason we want to meet with you. However, if you don't think you can give, or don't know if you want to give, don't let that deter you. We want to meet with you anyway, and a huge part of that obviously is building a prayer base, which we've already found is just such an enormous blessing. But please do come talk to us. And on that too, there's a good chance we will contact you whether you come and talk to us or not. So let's just get out the middleman. That's not to be a warning. That's a little more aggressive than we're going for. It's just a heads up. The reality is we hope to talk to a lot of you, and we might contact you regardless. So thank you.